Welcome to W&L Sports Weekly. I'm Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with men's cross country coach Brandon Spalding, women's soccer junior Erin Harvey, and field hockey captain Lindsey Purpura. But first, a quick look back at the weekend in Washington Lee athletics. Sonia Meehan and Patricia Kirkland finished as the runners-up at the ITA National Small College Women's Tennis Championships in South Carolina, falling to a team from Claremont Mud Scripps in the final. Women's soccer entertained a large Parents Weekend crowd with a 4-0 win over Virginia Wesleyan, while the men's team dropped a hard-fought 1-0 decision to Lynchburg. Football fell 55-32 to Hampton-Sydney, and field hockey lost 2-1 in overtime to Shenandoah. Volleyball saw its 17-match winning streak come to an end with a 3-0 loss at 5th-ranked Wittenberg, but the Generals bounced back to beat John Carroll 3-2. And the men's and women's swimming teams opened up their season by outpacing Center, Sewanee, and Birmingham Southern in a quad meet in Louisville. I'm joined now by men's cross-country coach Brandon Spalding. Brandon, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Washington Lee has no seniors on its roster. 8 of your 11 runners are underclassmen. What are the benefits and the challenges of coaching such a young team?
I wouldn't say we really have any challenges right now. It's been fun coaching a young group. They're very eager. They believe in a 4-year progression. I think here in another year or two we could find ourselves in contention for an ODAC championship and winning the region. And hopefully that can start us qualifying for nationals every year. Each member of the team's found their own leadership role. It's been a good transition coaching a young group.
What is the scouting report for this year's ODAC championship, both in terms of the course and the competition?
I'll describe the course as moderate. We'll have some tighter turns that'll slow things down, but at this point of the season, especially at ODACs, we're not worried about where we are as far as our times on the course. It's just going to be more of how we stack up 1 through 5. Good competition. Bridgewater spent majority of the season ranked in the top 35 of the country. EMU, Roanoke, or other strong programs, but I think if we put it all together on November 1st, we should have a pretty good day.
How will this Saturday's race at Gettysburg help prepare your team for November?
We'll see some strong teams at Gettysburg. We'll see a couple top 10 teams in the Mideast region. We'll see Eastern Mennonite for the first time this season. Gettysburg is more going to be a preparation for a regional meet. Be about 200 to probably 250 individuals in the race, which will be more similar to what it's going to be like at regionals. Conference will be about 100 in each race. So this weekend is going to be a good test to see how we can fare in a regional atmosphere, especially with race tactics and trying to move up throughout the race.
What are the Generals' goals for the postseason?
As far as the postseason, since day one, we've wanted to improve on a 3rd place finish from last year. We were only 9 points out of 2nd, so finding ourselves in the top 2 teams this year is definitely one of our goals. Once the region championships rolls around, we were 12th last year, and we were pretty disappointed with that. Top 6 finish or top 5 finish, and sending a couple guys to nationals has pretty much been the expectation since day one.
Brandon, thanks for joining us here. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
With me now is Erin Harvey, junior women's soccer player from Mission Hills, Kansas. Erin, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
On Saturday, the Generals put together an impressive 4-0 win over longtime ODAC rival Virginia Wesleyan. What led to this breakout performance for the team?
Well, in the games leading up to the Virginia Wesleyan game, we had really struggled with putting balls in the back of the net. We had been creating really good offensive chances overall, but the finishing just wasn't there. And we had a nice break right before the Virginia Wesleyan game. We had over a week off, which allowed us to really focus and practice what we needed to work on, which were better balls in the box, better runs, more movement up top, and we really put in a hard week of practice, and it paid off, and we can see that in the result of our Vol-Wes game.
As you said, the Generals had been struggling to score in the games leading up to Virginia Wesleyan. Do you feel like the offense has broken out of that slump now that you put 4 on the board against such a good opponent?
Definitely. I think we had the pieces all season long, but now they're finally coming together. We have a lot better spacing on the field overall, and our combinations are better. So we've really been able to play better and anticipate better overall.
You started your career as a fullback. You're now playing primarily at the forward position. How have you adjusted to a different role on the field?
Well, Coach approached me preseason and asked me if I was willing to try forward out, and I was a little hesitant at first, but I think I speak for most of my teammates when I say that we're willing to play anywhere. It's all soccer. We just want to do what's best for the team. And he saw a need for me there, and I was happy to do it. And we've had a couple other people move around positionally wise too. And I think we found a really good combination, which makes me excited about our chances of winning ODACs now.
You've got 2 more big conference matches back-to-back, Lynchburg on the road on Saturday and then Bridgewater at home next week. What are the keys for the Generals in those 2 games?
Well, Lynchburg has some of the best offensive players in the country, so defensively it's just limiting their quality chances on offense. For us, offensively, we just need to execute as well as we did against Valwez. And if we do that, we come focused and we play our own game, then I think we have a great shot at winning both.
Erin, thanks for being here. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
With me now is Lindsey Purpura, senior field hockey captain from Yarmouth, Maine. Lindsey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Washington and Lee has had several games this year where you've outplayed the opposition, yet come up short on the scoreboard. What needs to happen for the Generals to turn around the outcome in those close games?
Yeah, I actually think that was one of our biggest issues last year, in that we always kind of lost these games by 1 point. I think this year we've done a much better job of it already. Our record was pretty much the same, if not better than last year after our first 5 or 6 games. So we're really excited about how our offense has been performing this year. We have some key young players up in the circle, namely Maggie Waxter and Abby Avery, have been just bringing a lot of fresh energy and drive into the circle. But as far as the games that we have come up short so far this season, we've been working the past week on getting a player onto the goalie's pads every time we have the ball below the 25. So hopefully that'll help us in these next 4 games, and just putting a couple more in to get those wins.
You spoke about how well the offense has played this year. How much have the Generals improved in that aspect from 2013?
Yeah, our offense has improved drastically since last year, and I think it really is a testament of our camaraderie, and I know that might sound corny, but I think we are really close on the field and off the field, and I think that helps us just trusting our teammates, so we're willing to have that offensive drive. And especially as a midfielder, I feel a difference in my mentality, that I'm willing to go up and be in the circle taking shots, because I know that every person on the team is going to be hustling back if there is a turnover. So I think we have a lot more support just driving up on our offensive drive, and we have a great solid defense, so we have complete faith that if there's a turnover, we're going to be okay and we can get it back anyway.
Your next 3 games, Easter Mennonite, Randolph-Macon, and Roanoke, are against the 3 teams right above you in the conference standings. The results in those games will determine whether you qualify for the ODAC tournament. How are you and your fellow seniors approaching this last stretch of the regular season?
I think we're approaching it with just a ton of confidence. We're really excited about it. We came into the season saying that we would come out in the top 3 in the ODACs. Of course, we have lost 3 of our big games, so we're looking for a 4th spot now. But I think we have no doubt that we have the ability to win these 3 games. And like you said, we just have to finish on those last goals, and we're outplaying every team we play, so we just need to put a few more in the goal. But we're very confident that we'll end on a winning streak and go into ODACs very strong.
Washington and Lee is hosting the Division III National Championship in November. From a player's perspective, what does that opportunity mean to the program?
It's going to be really exciting to host. Of course, you know, there's that little inkling, we're like, maybe we'll be there. But I think that's been a push for us to really drive for ODAC, winning ODACs, and not having it actually be that far off. And I think it'll be really fun to see that upper level play, because it is just amazing to watch those games. Their passing is beautiful. And I think since we found out that we would be hosting, we have immense pride in our facilities and the field that we play on. And it's been great for us this season. Every time we have a home game, we know that we're lucky to have the field that we do, and it's an advantage to us every time we play on it. So it's been really good for us.
Lindsey, thanks for joining us here. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's time now for a look at the upcoming weekend. On Friday, the men's and women's swimming teams open up their home schedule against Mary Washington. Volleyball starts off a busy weekend by traveling to ODAC rival Virginia Wesleyan. The Generals will return to action Saturday morning at Randolph-Macon, followed by a non-conference match in Ashland against Franklin and Marshall. The cross-country teams head to Gettysburg for their final regular season meet, while riding competes in the Hollins Invitational. Back in Lexington, women's swimming will host the ODAC Relays, while the football team takes on Randolph-Macon. Women's soccer travels to Lynchburg for a battle of unbeaten teams, while men's soccer meets Randolph-Macon at Watt Field. For W&L Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.